After last year's success, seventh graders at Beekmantown Middle School wanted to host a second honor run, a 5K race to raise money for North Country Honor Flight. But the coronavirus has canceled that race. Still, the students wanted to make a difference and quickly found another way to help out their community. Just about a ton of food and more than $1,000 in donations came to the United Way of the Adirondacks to give back to those who need it.
This is an extraordinary effort today.
Box and box of food and personal hygiene items were collected over Memorial Day weekend.
And the food that's been collected here, we estimate well over a ton of food was brought into the office this morning by volunteers. Will go to food shelves across the region that have the most need right now.
The donation drive, dubbed the Honor Drive, was put together by seventh graders at Beekmantown Middle School.
We were in the middle of planning the honor run, which was so successful last year when schools got canceled. So we had already sort of activated the network of people who were going to be involved in that. And we were disappointed that we had to postpone that. But we asked the kids, you know, what can we do now that this is canceled? You're at home on distance learning. How can we still try to help the community from home? And they had a lot of ideas, spreading cheer and joy to people in nursing homes and hospitals and frontline workers and veterans, and they wanted to collect food for people who needed it, and they wanted to honor veterans, and they wanted to give away as many masks as we could.
The students teamed up with the United Way, the North Country Honor Flight, and local fire departments. After the pandemic put a stop to their original plans to help the Honor Flight, they used the opportunity to raise money they would have made.
We had no idea about the donations coming in. The main idea was the food drive to help replenish the local food shelves and see what we can do for the community. And then the donations started flying in for Honor Flight, and just a pleasant surprise. And at a time like this when things have been quiet and we've had a lot of fundraisers canceled.
For the nonprofit that flies veterans to Washington to see the monuments in their honors, all their scheduled honor flights for the year have been grounded due to the pandemic. They're now looking ahead to 2021.
Our veterans are all, up in age, and our biggest fear is losing somebody before they get that opportunity to go on that trip. Each veteran has earned and deserved this trip, and it's a day of a lifetime. Many of them come back and tell us that it's the best day of their life. So to have somebody miss out on that would be a travesty.
The District 3 Fire Department alone collected more than $1,000 for the flights.
The community is rising together and coming together to help other people out. It's tremendous to see the people that are outpouring to help other people.
This drive is one of many selfless acts by the community helping those who need it most. But more importantly, these selfless acts act as life lessons for the leaders of tomorrow.
Well, we hope that they're seeing that you can have an idea to help out and that idea can actually turn into action, and then there can be a powerful result like I think we're seeing here today. This place is filled with food. So we're really hopeful that that's what they're getting, and that little acts of kindness can go a long way to help people who need it.
North Country Honor Flight was hopeful they'd be able to begin flights again this fall. But they received word this week from the National Honor Flight that the entire program and all trips to the memorials in Washington are being canceled for this year. They now hope to resume the flights next year.